Hi everyone, it's Jeff here from Avada. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at how to use the Avada Flickr element. By the end of this video, you'll understand how you can add a Flickr photo stream or album directly into your page content. If you find this helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe, and click the bell icon to stay up to date with all new Avada videos. Alright, let's jump in. The Flickr element is of course an element to help you display your Flickr feed. It replaces the legacy widgets method and offers a simple element that you can add anywhere to your content. This is an interesting element if you use Flickr. It's much more versatile than the widget and could even be used in your content as a full-size gallery. Let's have a look. I'm on the resume Prebuilt site here, and I'm going to imagine Johnny Smooth here wants to add some photos into the personal work section. I've made a container and column ready for the element, so I'll just add the Flickr element in here. It loads with some default images, so we have something to look at. The first option, as you can see, is the API key. This comes already populated with the default API key, but if you prefer, you can get your own API from Flickr App Garden. There's a link in the description for this, but just note this is only available for Pro Flickr accounts. Then comes the Flickr ID. This value is specifically the NSID and has a format like this. The easiest way to find this ID is to just follow the link in the documentation to go to this link. And if you are logged in, you will see the Flickr ID at the top of the right-hand column. So I will copy this and then come back and paste this into the Flickr ID field in the element, and your Flickr photo stream should instantly appear on the page. The next option is type, and here you can choose whether to display your photo stream or a specific album. Photo stream is the default, but if you choose album, you get another option called album ID. As the description says, this is the last numerical part of your album URL. So here on Flickr, I'll just go to You and Albums and open this first album and copy that album ID. I'll then come back to the element and paste that value in here. And in come my new images. The next option down is called number of images. I might just change this to 12 images so we have 3 full rows. Okay, the next option down is images aspect ratio. By default it's on automatic, and this defaults to a square crop. Depending on your image's aspect ratios though, you may want to change this. There is a wide range of crop aspect ratios to choose from. Have a play to see what works best with your images. And remember, this is a feed, so the latest images in your photo stream or album will always show here. For my images, I know there are a range of portrait and landscape images in this album, so a square crop works well for this collection. Okay, under this there is a hover type option, and here you can choose from the normal options of zoom in, zoom out, or lift up. I think I'll choose zoom in here. And then there's image link. Here you can choose if the image has a link, and if so, what link. The options are none, Lightbox, or Flickr page. I think I will select Lightbox here. After this, there's the usual element visibility option and CSS class and CSS ID options. I don't need them for this example, so let's head to the Design tab. Okay, with the first option here, you can determine the number of columns displayed. It's currently on 4, but if I change this to 8, all the images display in 2 rows instead of 4. So with the combination of the column size and the number of columns to display within, you can easily determine the number of images on the screen. If I change the number of columns to be 2, then the image is enlarged to fit. I think it looks best with 4 here, so I will set it back to that. You can also control the column spacing between the images with the option below. I might just up this to 20. And finally on this tab, there's a margin option which is around the whole element. And note that all these 3 options are responsive options, which means you can set them independently for the different screen sizes. For small screens, for example, I think I will change the number of columns to 2. Okay, there's an Extras tab if you want to apply conditional rendering or animation to the element, but for this example, I'll skip both of these. See the linked video for more information on these 2 options, as they are pretty much on all elements. Okay, so now let's just go into preview mode here and try it out. I will just open an image. It opens in the Lightbox, and here we can scroll or click through the entire gallery. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, that's the Avada Flickr element. If you use Flickr, then this is a really useful element to display your images on your site. Thanks for watching. And that's it for this video. If you found it helpful, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more Avada tutorials and deep dives. And if you have any questions or need help, feel free to create a support ticket. Our team is always ready to help. As always, thank you for choosing Avada.